Alright, hello and welcome to Python for Dummies 2. I know last time I was in Python Anywhere, but, I like Replit a little bit better, but you can use either one, they both work. Actually, you don't have to use either one of those, there are a couple of other ones, processing for Python, PyCharm, but these two are in browser. Oh, you can even use honestly, you could just use idle and just download Python and use that. So last time I showed you how to make a quiz. This time I'll show you how to make a list I'll show you some loops. So you define a list a list is kind of like a variable in that you sign it in let's say I wanted to call my list list. And then I could just make inside the list 1, 2, 3, 4. So a list is there. You draw these square brackets and separate what you want inside. You can store any data type: a string, a boolean, integer, a float, inside of a list. And then there are these things called for loops. So I'll call this numbers because I call it list, but numbers, you can name it whatever you like. For number in numbers, you can make the first word anything you want. The first one, so number in numbers, but the second one has to be the name of your list. And then print number. So what this is gonna do is the first time it repeats the loop, it's gonna print 1, the second time 2, the third time 3, and the fourth time 4. Oh, okay. Okay. And if we wanted, last time I showed you import time, so if we wanted to make you see it as it did it, you could do import time, and then at the end of every for loop, you could do time dot sleep, like, oh, it's okay. And then, oh, not a string, oops, 0.2. So now when you run it, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can see it as it prints them. Alright. Now I'll teach you about, oh, and you can do comment. So now I'm making a multi-line comment. So I'm just gonna backspace these, and if you do 3, it's a multi-line comment. If you do a hashtag, single line comment. So I'll comment this out too. And then index positions, you do by doing this. You do by typing out square brackets, and then you can type which one you want by basically typing which position it is in the list, but it starts at 0, so 1 would be 0, 2 would be 1, 3 would be 2, and 4 would be 3. So if I wanted to print out the 4, I would type 3 because it starts at 0. And but if you want to get fancy, you can make it an F string. And then what this does is no, wait, no, you don't need these. You don't need these two yet. But what I'll do is, and if you do this, bam, and then you do 3, then, oh wait, the problem is I didn't write numbers 3, that's why. Okay. That's the problem. Yeah. I always make dumb mistakes in these. I'm always smarter outside than I am in the tutorials. So see, when you print it 3, it has 4. Yep. So it's 4 minutes. Oh, I'll teach you how to define a function. Def. So you type def to define a function. A function is something you write and then you can call it later in the code. So like def print something, print a random number. You can't do ones that are already pre-made functions, like print is already a function, so you can't just call it print, define print random number. And then we need to go back, and last time I taught you about import random, so we're gonna do that. Those are the two most common ones. And oops, I'm not going to type that. Random. Then random, not random. Then here, print. Okay, so we'll do random, not random. Which I taught you what this does last time. 1, 1. Okay, that'll work. And then print, and then we can do print a random number, and then you can call that as many times as you want. So I'm actually gonna, oops. Well, I'm gonna run this. Wait, actually, I know I taught you how to do loops. I'll tie a loop in here. Sure. Why not? So range, I don't know. That's just if you want it to repeat a certain number of times, you can type for something in range, and then anything inside of the range. That's how many times it wants it to repeat. So yeah, it gave us a couple of random numbers there. Pretty okay. I know it's been a while. I'm sorry for leaving you for like 10 years or something. I don't know. It's been like a year pretty much. A year and a month, whatever. Well, not if you include zombification, but zombification doesn't matter. Doesn't count. Anyway, so and you never want to delete these two things because these two things package your Python file. Okay. Alright, thanks for watching. That one was a pretty short one, but I don't know, I just thought I'd show you for loops and functions. I don't know, might as well teach you the So let's say if you've ever done like block coding, there's that repeat forever loop. How you do that in Python is you can make a Boolean variable that's like equal to true. Okay. And then, so this is saying, Boolean is true, which it always will be, print. Now this will crash your computer if you run it forever, so don't run it forever, but, because it does repeat forever. And we're gonna also import time again, because we don't want it to crash that fast. You have to run it in the background for hours for it to, you have to run it in the background for a long time. Import time. And then if it just keeps printing as fast as it can, that would be bad. So time that sleep, we'll actually do 2 seconds in between, so you can run it for a long time. And that will actually repeat for forever,